But the power, my god. It's addictive. Let's do another pull. Alright guys, good day. So today is a special day as we are here at Weli Sungai Buloh and we are here to test the brand new 2022 Yamaha MT09. I'm really excited about this, and actually, you know what, this will be a first Yamaha big bike test for me, in which I will try to cover as much as possible and give a wholesome review. So looking at this bike, obviously Yamaha has definitely not played it safe with regards to its design. They have mentioned that it comes from the dark side of Japan, and they've definitely not let us down on that. The looks is exciting to say the least. The singular headlamp at front is an interesting feat, and the rest looks like a naked bike, but I'm sure by now you know what it looks like and you could judge it yourself. But what I could say about the looks is that it looks better in real life compared to in the pictures. So anyways, I can't wait to give this bike a review. I'm going to swing a leg over it and tell you a bit more about this bike on the go. Okay, let's start the bike. First impression of sitting on this bike. Right now I'm seated in a very upright position, with the handlebar is quite upright, and my foot is not too folded, not too tight behind my knees. I'm not in a tight position, and this position gives me quite a bit of freedom. My back is very upright, and the clutch feels very light. This is a very easy riding position. Engaging the clutch feels quite easy, and the bike feels very nimble. Makes for a very easy bike to ride around in slow traffic like this. Alright, okay, so as we are going out into the main road, before we get to really test what this MT09 Master Torque is all about, let's talk a bit about the first thing, which is the design. Yamaha mentioned that it is a bike that comes from the dark side of Japan. Definitely looks like it. A bit of controversy about how styling is, but it's always been the case for Yamaha MT09 of the current and also the past, where we had the Transformers look for the V2, and for the V3 we have the Cyclops look, which hosts the single light up front with the LED daytime running lights. The tank feels quite bulbous, to be honest. It's quite cool. Alright, off we go. MT09 stands for Master of Torque. I'm on ride mode number 2. There's 4 modes, and 1 being the most powerful and 4 being the most docile. I'm on number 2. It doesn't feel sluggish at all, and in this position I feel that it's very relaxing and I can move around. It's just a nice place to be on, especially if you're looking for a daily bike to ride. Alright, let's see if we can get through this traffic. Pretty easy to maneuver around. Tight spot, I guess. Feels balanced. This is the 3rd iteration of the MT09 coming from Yamaha, and what they've done is that they've hosted a bunch of improvements, starting with the engine. It is now an 889cc motor, close to 900 compared to the previous 849cc. So with that, they have increased the power to 117 horsepower. The torque has increased significantly, but with a host of changes, doesn't stop there. The Achilles heel for the MT09 has always been the suspension. The past bikes, which I considered it heavily, but did not pull the trigger. I bought a CB650R instead. Everybody said the suspension was pogo-like and it was unsettling, especially at high speeds. Therefore, whoa, that's not so nice. They have made changes to the suspension apparently, which now we have the upside down forks up front, preload adjustable, with a motor shock at the rear with adjustable preload. And one of the biggest changes is the frame. Now it comes with a die-cast aluminium frame. It's quite a big of an improvement on the chassis side, ride side, as well as the engine. Other than that, they have managed to save weight by around 5 kilos by shaving weight of the engine, the exhaust, the wheels. The wheels are now forged, which is amazing. Forged wheels means that you have lighter wheel, less unsprung weight. Therefore, you are able to stop faster, have less momentum, accelerate faster, etc. Makes for improved riding experience for the bike. Alright, so we're following our guide here, and on the MT09, oh, I felt that the turning was a bit limited, a bit more limited than I expected. I'd like it to turn a bit more, to be honest, but it's not too bad. Am I in the wrong gear? I am in the wrong gear. That's good actually. I was on second and it still launched without much hesitation. If I was on a Ducati, it would hesitate, it would burble, it would protest that I am launching the bike on second gear. But this bike, it just didn't give me any power, but it was accommodating to my inputs. This triple motor CP3 is definitely something that they didn't need to improve, but they have made improvements to this engine, which we're gonna feel later. And along with the power, they have given power modes. The throttle by wire, coupled with the 6-axis IMU that comes from the Yamaha YZF-R1, gives 4 power modes, customizable power modes, where you have different traction control settings, different power settings. Other than that, it has quick shifter up and down. There's a guy testing the new Tracer 900. Handling feels quite decent. No pogo feeling, but feels quite planted. Definitely is the master torque. Let's do another pull. There's a definite wobble over there at higher speeds, but there is definitely no lack of torque. Definitely pulls a lot stronger than my CB650, I can say that. Definitely feels light and nimble. No problem taking this corner. I can go faster, but not my bike. I have to behave. Woo, decent brakes, man, decent brakes. A bit about the switch gear and the feel. It's there, everything's where you expect it to be, but there is a bit of a question about the build quality. You know, it's not Honda, but you know, it's not bad. I had quite a bit of an issue with the downshift on the quick shifter. It just, yeah, well, it's compliant now, but it wasn't just now. I tried to downshift and it just didn't want to. They do a U-turn test. See what it's like to U-turn this bike. Not bad, not bad. Whew, quite a lot of power. We cut that down. Handling is good. Let's go to the basics. Let's talk about the seating position. The seat height is 880 millimeters, a bit higher than the previous model. Me being 173 centimeters tall, which is around 5'7", with a 29-inch inseam, I can flat foot on this bike no problem. The rider triangle is pretty friendly. Means you can move around while you ride. You're agile. But the power, my god, it's addictive. I can see why this sells in numbers. Beautiful. We can definitely take note that it delivers power very well. Now I see why this sells very well. Woo! But one gripe I have with it is the handling. At speed it wobbled a bit. Actually it wobbled quite a considerable amount, which is unexpected. Alright, other than that, the brakes feel great actually. As you can see here at the front, it has a radial master cylinder that comes from the YZF R1, the bigger brother. Definitely something that is serious in terms of delivering superior braking performance. Up front comes a 298mm twin disc with radially mounted Yamaha own homemade radial calipers. At the back is a single disc with 2-pot brakes. As basic as bikes go. But in Malaysia, this bike is priced around 55,000 ringgit before road tax and insurance. After that it will be around 57,000 ringgit, and which is a big hike in price from its predecessor. Previously it was close to 50,000 ringgit, and due to exchange rate and increase in production costs and taxes, they have increased the price by quite a considerable amount of money. To me, that is a lot of money to increase the bike, where in America they've only increased the price by $400 US, which is not much compared to in Malaysia by around 7,000 ringgit, which is close to $2,000. To me, that is a lot of money to ask for compared to the previous model, but it also gives a lot back. Gives 50 more cc's, Euro 5 compliant, this soundtrack which is apparently improved compared to the past models, a suite of electronics, lightweight, better wheels, better suspension, a lot of toys, quick shifter up and down, although the down is a bit questionable. The up didn't have any problems, but yeah, makes for a very good bike. Value is still there, but I wish, you know, they didn't increase the price by too much. Who does this bike appeal to? Probably people like me who is looking for a bike to daily ride, and also something sporty to take out on weekends, and something to have fun. Definitely fun factor is there for this bike. It is playful, definitely eggs you to be a bit more of a hooligan, makes you want to twist the throttle a lot. Some gripes I have with it are the touch and feel of the switch gear, and as well as the wobble that I experienced just now a few times at higher speeds. So yeah, it's a fast bike, but you can't go too fast on it. Wind protection, there's none, because you can't complain about that anyway, because you're on a naked bike. When you buy this bike, you made a choice to buy a naked bike, therefore you cannot complain that there's wind. You put a windscreen on it, that's up to you. To each his, or to each their own. Okay guys, I hope you enjoy my review. If you have any questions, please write them in the comment section below. And do join me again for other test rides. Do like and subscribe to my channel. Until then, stay safe, ride safe, and have a great day. Bye bye.